Hello. So yesterday I had posted that I used the Deep Waver, the Hot Tools Deep Waver, and that I do a tutorial on it today. So this is the Deep Waver. I don't know if you guys have ever seen these, but they were kind of big a couple years ago. And I kind of forgot about it, and I just found it in my drawer the other day, and I was like, oh, I'm going to try that again. So this is the Hot Tools Deep Waver. It's kind of like a crimper, but it's got a small loop, a big one, and then another small one. And this is what it creates right there. And so I'm gonna alternate to give it a really textured look. I'm gonna alternate the Deep Waver and just my regular 1-inch curling iron. So we shall get started. So I'm gonna lift the hair up and back comb a couple of times and spray, just like I do in like all my other tutorials. This just gives you the best volume that you can possibly have. Plus it doesn't give you like a rat's nest. Poor choice of words, but truth. It just gives you like an inch in that section right there that you want the most volume. And I do it before I curl. So basically we'll be alternating whether I'm doing a curl or a deep wave. Lisa, you are, girl. Okay. So I've got those all back combed and sprayed, and I sprayed with the air control hairspray. So this helps keep your back combing in twice as long. It's super lightweight, so it will not like weigh the hair down any, and it's not like a really strong hold, so it doesn't make it super crunchy and stiff. There's no product that even compares to it. I've tried many different other aerosol hairsprays, and nothing, for what I use it for, nothing quite compares. So because this section right here is the Deep Waver, I'm gonna take it and curl this section right here. So you're gonna start right at the root, clamp it down, kind of wrap it around and hold it, wrap it around, hold it, and then, you know, of course, still leaving the ends out. So then this section I'm gonna do with the Deep Waver. So getting that Deep Waver right up at the root and just clamp for a sec and release, and then move down and clamp and release. So you can see right there, that's like a little more curl than I probably would like. Whoa. Or waved. So I'm gonna take my flat iron and just straighten that end just a little bit. And then straighten this one, because I did not go through and straighten these. So I am just straightening the very ends of the hair to smooth them out so that they're not all frizzy, and because I like it more piecey and textured right there. Okay, so again, because this one right next to my face in the first section that I curled was deep waved, I'm gonna alternate. So this one right here, we're gonna do a curl, starting right at the root, wrapping it around, holding it, wrapping around, hold, wrap around and hold. This is a 1-inch curling iron. I really like this size. I feel like you can get, okay, so that one I curled, so I'm gonna alternate. So now this one, we're gonna deep wave. So right at the root, hold for a second, release, move it down, clamp, and move it down. And then this one back here, I'm just gonna deep wave it because I think that's just gonna be easier for me. What brand is my curling iron? It's a Hot Tools. I like the Hot Tools curling irons. They're nice, they get super hot, so if you need the heat, you can use the heat. If your hair is fine, or if it's fine, then you don't need your heat all the way turned up. You can have it down, so this goes to 430 degrees. I have mine around 400. So, because I don't need as much heat because I'm blonde and it's pretty fragile, so it holds pretty good. Yes, the Deep Waver is the Hot Tools Deep Waver. That was for you, s'mores lover. Okay, so now I'm gonna take down my next section. Hello, Jay Hudson, more Crozier. Okay. Now back comb again. So again, starting in the back, I'll start back here, holding that hair straight up when you back comb. So instead of, doing one of these numbers where you back comb all over the hair, you are just going to back comb a couple of times right at the root and push it in real tight. So you basically have like 1 inch right here of really tight back combing. Okay. Oh, good girl. I'm glad you're coming in tomorrow. That's awesome, Brooke. Sweet. Do I have a certain comb that I like? This is, this one's the Halo Couture, but honestly, there's lots of good combs out there. You just need to find one that's a fine tooth. So by fine tooth, I mean that's the teeth are close together and they're small. That's what, gives you that good grip when you back comb. Would you ever do a natural curl tutorial? I need to do that. I need to I feel like in the summertime, I'm a little bit more apt to like letting my natural curl, but go with it. But I don't know why I never do that. But one of these days I'm gonna do that for you. We're gonna try out the natural curl and see how it works. Okay, so I got it all back combed. So now the last curl that I curled right here in this section was a curl, not a deep wave. So this time I'm gonna take that section and we're gonna deep wave it. Okay, so when you're deep waving, it's just like curling when I tell you that you have to lift the hair up. So instead of starting down here and clamping right there, you're gonna take away all your volume here. So you're gonna take your piece of hair and you're gonna clamp right up here at the root, lifting the hair up. See that? And then next one, just like that. So it gives you that lift right at the root. And then you can straighten some of the ends if you would like right there. So then because I crimped that one, I'm gonna go back to the curl with this one. So right at the root, wrapping it around, holding that hair up, and leaving those ends out to give it that piecier, textured look. What's the spray I'm using? Air Control. The Aveda Air Control hairspray. Best hairspray ever for holding in your back combing. Like, seriously, is so amazing. Okay, so I curled that one. So now this one. So I'm basically just alternating between the deep waver and the curling iron. So then this one, we are going to clamp. Whoa. Now these deep wavers get hot, so you really don't need to clamp it for very long at all. But it does give a nice kind of fun volume. 1 inch. Yes, Chantel, I will save it and hopefully it will save and then I'll also post it to YouTube. Does backcombing cause breakage? Backcombing can cause breakage. If you're too rough with the hair, and it's more if you comb it out and you're like really rough when you comb it out. This is probably not the best advice, but I'll tell you what I do. I don't comb my hair out. I don't really comb the back combing out. So I pull it on top of my head when I sleep, and then that was a curl. So I'm gonna curl this one too, actually. So I pull my hair on top of my head when I sleep, and I don't comb it before bed. And then in the morning I just get up and like touch it up. But then I don't brush it either before I wash it. I just shampoo it, and that breaks down a lot of the product and a lot of the back combing, and then I condition it. And then of course the conditioner, by that point a lot of the product has come out because of the hairspray. So then the back combing comes out, and then you condition it, and then it just is smooth. I don't even have to comb my fingers through it or brush it to get the back combing out. So that's more or less why back combing can cause breakage, is because of people combing it out. So let's see, I haven't washed my hair in 3 days and I've got a big old messy bun. Don't feel bad. I bought the volumizing tonic and the thickening tonic today. Good, I'm so glad you bought them. You're gonna love them. And that's what I put in my hair when it was wet. I used the volumizing tonic and the thickening tonic and the damage control, and I did actually spray some of the texture tonic in there too. Not very much, just a little bit, but they're awesome. They make a world of a difference. So I'm gonna, because this curl around my face that I did last time was a curl, so this one we're gonna deep wave again, right at the root. And then I'm gonna flat iron those ends. And then this one will be a curl. Holding it up. Yeah, so this is kind of just a fun, really textured look because none of your patterns are really the same. Like I said, I hadn't used that deep waver in a long time, so I thought it might be kind of fun. Okay, now tell me what you guys think. What deep waver to use? It's Hot Tools. Oh, I'm awesome. I'm so glad you're getting your haircut. That's so cool. I hope you love it. Do you like your hair this length? You know what? Not one day goes by that I regret cutting it. But that is just me. I think I was really, really ready for it when I cut it. I've been wanting to do it for a long time. And so by the time I did cut it, and this length has been nice because I can pull it up still. It's faster to do. It's sometimes if you have long hair, when I had long hair, I'd feel like my hair was like attacking me, you know, like it comes all around your neck and it's all over everywhere. And then I would just end up pulling it up a lot of the time because it was like claustrophobic. So no, I don't regret it, like ever, but that's just me. So, okay, so I backcombed that section. Tell me if you guys, should I do a side part or a middle part? I'm gonna clamp this one. Whoa. Side. Okay. Mostly all of you are saying side, so side part it is. Somebody asked me that last night actually about how you switch from a side to a middle or vice versa. Honest and truly, you just gotta do it. Like, I think the only face shapes that aren't great for a middle part is if you're extremely rectangular. Like if you have a lot of chiseled dimension, because then it can emphasize that, then a side part is good. But other than that, like a side part and a middle part can pretty much work with any hair type. So, okay, so I'm gonna go side part because I haven't done that one, and I got the first comments were side. So when I say, so when I part on the side, I usually part on this side over. So I'm gonna be taking very small sections, working my way over to that side. How far in the back crown do you start back combing to create the, you're welcome, Mom. In the back, I start pretty much everywhere from the eyebrow up. So if you follow that point of the eyebrow all the way around your head, I back comb from that point up. So I do a lot of my back combing through the interior sections and not as much right on the top. I think a lot of us make that mistake of like leaving all this underneath without back combing it and just back combing on those top sections, which then kind of gives you more of a dome shaped head, and then it also falls way fast. If you're back combing through here, it's gonna hold a lot better because it's all on the inside. So, okay, back to, so now I'm gonna take this section and we're gonna go part this one. So this is all gonna come over here. So I'm gonna hold that hair up while I back comb it. Not so much these front pieces, but right here. So I'm holding it up. So again, I'm not down here back combing underneath this way. I'm blurry. Am I blurry? I'm gonna come right here and back comb right at my roots. And yes, I connect the back combing sections kind of just with my finger. So I take my finger and then just kind of comb everything out like this. No, conditioning my roots does not, yes, blurry. Okay, maybe I got something on my phone. Hold on. Maybe that will be better. Is that better? Not as blurry? It must be the connection. Dang it. Let's give it a minute. Maybe give it just a second, see if it connects a little bit better. I'm back. Probably connection. Okay, well, I'm gonna keep going and then hopefully it'll save this. I'll save it and then maybe it'll load a little bit better, and then I'll also post it to my YouTube. So it should post better connection on my YouTube because it should save it. Okay, so holding that hair up. So this section, I think I'm going to, let's see, right above it. So see this one right here, right above it was a wave. So this one I'm gonna curl. So again, taking the hair up at the root, wrapping it around, holding it, wrapping it around, holding it, wrap it around, holding it, and then leaving those ends out, okay? And then I'll flat iron those ends just to smooth those out a little bit. Dude, get out of the tub. My dog is in the tub. Get out of the tub. Thanks. Such a stinker. Okay, so then I'm gonna take the next section, and I'm leaving all my bangs out because those ones I like to work with very last. So everything in the front. Just for back combing, Ladonnell, I use a fine tooth comb. So holding the hair up and back combing underneath. So not down here and back combing that way, holding the hair straight up and back combing just in that inch section right there, and then spraying with the air control hairspray. Okay. Let's go ahead and do that one. This one, because I curled, we're gonna deep wave. So when you deep wave, again, same thing as curling, it's super important to make sure you're holding the hair up and you're getting that deep wave at the root. Oh, also, when you deep wave, I like to, when I deep wave, so I'll turn it this way so you can see. So see how this first, it's a bump and then the under. So you always want the bump to come from the root, so it bumps. You don't want to turn it upside down. So if I turned it upside down, do you see that? That would make the first wave go down. We want the first wave to go up. So that helps also with the volume, and that creates more lift at the root instead of, you know, if you're creating that first divot right there with the deep waver, then it'll create a dip. So we'll hold that hair up, bump on top, and then, hold on, I'm gonna do that one again. The hair kind of fell weird. Okay, and then this. Next section. So this will all go over it. So this very last section, this will be my last section on this for this side. So this one will be a curl, okay? So right here, back comb, spray. If I did this, I'd look like Lizzie McGuire. That's kind of why, okay, that's really funny. I totally watched Lizzie McGuire when I was a kid and loved her. But that is exactly why I alternated the curls with the deep wave so that I didn't feel like I look like Lizzie McGuire. Also, making sure you flat iron those ends helps a ton. So can you guys just see when I curled that one right here? So again, I know I say this all the time, but it really is super important. So when because I'm doing a side part over here, if I pull the hair down here and start curling it right here, which is really natural to do, that'll take away all your lift from the root. So instead of, pulling this hair down here and starting right here, you hold that hair all the way up and you bring that curling iron right up to that root. Yeah? Okay. So that gives you like the best lift right there. So, and then around my face, I think I'm probably just gonna curl this whole section because I don't want it to look like Lizzie McGuire. So I'm not gonna do any deep wave around my face. We're gonna do all a curl. I might back comb this section right here. Just a little bit. Oh, I'm glad this helps. I know, they can be really hard. And I do it a lot, like I've done it quite a few times on my daughter, but 8-year-olds can get away with their hair looking like whatever, and it's so cute. When you're older, you have to be a little bit more careful. So we're gonna grab that section and I'm gonna start right at the root, wrap it around, hold it, wrap it around. Now, I don't like either around my face. I like it not as curly. So after I curl it, I'll kind of pull that curl out just a little bit so that it's not quite as curly. And then here, yeah, I will take an after picture for sure, and then I will make sure and post it so that you guys can see that finished product. I have fine hair and it gets greasy so fast. Any suggestions on dry shampoo? Yes, the Old Farmhouse dry shampoo works really good. If you have fine hair, you can use like a good texturizing one. I actually really like the Pure Abundance Potion, which is this right here, and this you just spray everywhere, or you sprinkle it everywhere, just kind of like you're seasoning the hair. And this helps, this absorbs oil, and I only use it the very first day that I wash my hair. And it absorbs the oil, but then it also gives it a texture, like a grip to it, so that if your hair's fine, when you back comb and stuff, it holds it. But if you find that you're getting oily fast, it could be your shampoo and conditioner. So maybe try changing that, because if your hair is fine, your shampoo and conditioner might be weighing it down to where it's or it's coating it with too many oils and stuff, so it's getting oily faster. So try maybe switching that. You don't look like Lizzie McGuire. Okay, good. That is not the look I was going for. Yes, I would love to if I come to St. George. Robbie, that would be so fun. Okay, so I just sprinkled that stuff on there, but you can see, so now that it's all back combed and stuff, let's see, I might have one piece over here that I maybe didn't get to. I'll try this real quick. So, and now that it's all back combed, this is where I was saying I'll go through with my fingers and kind of break everything up. So I go in with my fingers, with my nails, and kind of just break it all up so that you don't have any of those, lumps anywhere. I mean, sometimes I think I probably have them in the back, and luckily a lot of times my coworkers will help me out. They'll help assist out and comb out my holes back there, but if I'm feeling real like I want it to look good, I'll just get a mirror and look at the back, but most days that doesn't really happen. What I can't see, it doesn't matter, right? Okay, and then the last thing that I'll do, well, 2 more steps. I'm gonna spray the Texture Tonic again, right here, the Texture Tonic. So this is a sugar and sea salt spray, and it just creates that PC textured look. And you don't need very much of it. And then the last thing they'll do is finish it off with a hairspray. So Aveda's Firmata hairspray is my absolute favorite finishing hairspray. Yeah, I'll turn around. This stuff is super, super awesome. It is very strong hold, but it pieces and separates like you wouldn't believe. In fact, last week I ran out of it. Well, I didn't run out. My husband took it hunting. Who does their hair while they're hunting? He took it hunting, so I didn't have any hairspray, and so I was at Target and I grabbed like a professional brand hairspray. It was a strong hold. I thought, okay, this is just gonna work. It's gonna have to work till I go back to work and get some more. And I hated it. I absolutely hated it. Like, this is exactly why I only use my Aveda hairspray. So the Firmata, hold on, sorry, it's new. So the pump is, there we go. Took a minute to get it, the product worked up to the pump. Okay. Spray that piece, separate, spray under those bangs so they stay out of my face. And that's it. Okay. The hairspray is Firmata. Yeah, I will list the products too. In fact, I'll put those. I will save it. Okay, let's hope the back looks okay because I didn't look at it. Okay, so there's the back. Could you see it okay? Hopefully. So yeah, that's not too bad. That didn't take too long. The products that I'll use, I will grab those one more time. I have them on my other videos, but I will show you guys too just because you're on here right now. So this one is the Volumizing Thickening Tonic. This expands the hair by like 30% and makes the hair all over have a thicker, fuller appearance, okay? This one is a volumizing tonic. This one goes just at your roots, all over your head, and that kind of creates more grip to the hair so that when you're round brushing it or blow drying it or flat brushing it, it will hold. So that's that. And then I also use the damage control. This is a really awesome heat protectant that will not weigh the hair down, which is key. I feel like a lot of the times protectants can weigh the hair down, and when you have fine hair and when you like big hair, you don't want it to be weighed down. So I like that one. So those are what I put in. Oh, and then I did, like I said today, I did put in the texture tonic when it was wet, just a couple squirts of that. And then dry, I use the Aveda Pure Abundance Potion, and this creates grip, also expands the hair so that it's a fuller, thicker version of itself, and then it creates a grip so that when you back comb and stuff, it holds. And then, while I was back combing, the Aveda Air Control Hairspray, and then finished it off with the Firmata. Yes, in fact, yes. GG little one. I was actually gonna try to do a makeup tutorial tomorrow. I've been a little MIA on here and I apologize. It's been really stinking busy. So I will, now that I got this hair tutorial up, that will be another one to be out for a bit, and then tomorrow I'm gonna try to do tomorrow morning. So if you guys want, hop on tomorrow morning, probably sometime around 9, and I'm gonna do a makeup tutorial. So any other questions before I hop off? How often do you wash your hair? Just depends. I usually go 2 days. If it's very rare that I make it 3. Most days it's 2. And that's just because when I work out, I sweat really bad. And I can't salvage my hair unless I pull it up in a pony or something. Yes, be sire. I will do a blow dry tutorial again. I've got to do that ASAP. That's on my list of to-dos. Well, R&J Pearson, the good news is now you have this video, so you can just reference back to it. And I will link it in my bio so that you can get to my YouTube and watch it there. So that then you can watch it while you do your hair, and then that makes it easy. That's your step-by-step. Perfect. Okay, I better hop off. Thank you all for watching. Again, I will save this and repost it. Does it feel dirty? Yeah, it does. Lacey, it does. It kind of, like, my hair's clean today. This is clean hair, but if you want that textured, messy look, product, gripping product, and product that bulks the hair will definitely not make it feel like that super soft, you know, smooth hair. So yeah, it does kind of give it like a dirtier texture. Yay! I'm so glad that is working for you. It really is, Lauren. The back combing technique will make your hair last for days. That's exactly what I said, like why I don't I don't brush through it, because I just put it on top of my head in a bobble elastic, and then, which a bobble is one of these things. I put it on top of my head in one of these, and then I sleep with it like that, and then when I take it out, it's still got lots of volume in it and the curls are still there, so then I just touch them up. So, hey, thanks for watching this, and we'll talk to you soon.